Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. You know what? Let's just talk about Chloe for a minute because I'm I'm just not understanding this chick to a certain extent. So you would think that having a gun pointed at her head would be enough of a deterrent to be like, hey, you know what? Maybe maybe trying to get back with Brady or, having anything to do with Brady probably isn't a good idea. Nope, not her. Um, she. So at some point when John comes to pick up Brady, and Chloe's all like, well, I'm gonna be there every day to make sure you're okay, and I'm like, why? He already has two people that's gonna be sitting there taking care of him, watching out for him. There's no need for you to be there. Isn't Marlene? I mean, I know Marlene is like, a psychiatrist, but I'm pretty sure she knows something about medicine. I'm pretty sure they have other ways to sit there and make sure that Brady's okay without Chloe constantly sitting there checking up on him. But sure, whatever. So John goes to, I don't know, I guess like sign out his release forms or whatever. And Brady's having a hard time, getting the shirt on. Chloe decides she wants to sit there and start practically having eye sex with him and, help him with his shirt. At some point, I was like, Chloe, I'm pretty sure he can button up his own shirt. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't understand this chick. I really don't. You know that Brady is in love with Kristen. You know that Kristen is dangerous, okay? Listen, if anything happened, I'm pretty sure Chloe wouldn't be the only person that would get shot. I'm pretty sure in her rage, she may actually even wind up shooting Brady. She just might do that. I wouldn't put it past her. And I don't even know her that well. I don't even know the character that well, and I'm pretty sure I wouldn't put it past her. So why the hell are you doing any of this? So that at some point they get back to the house. Now, Susan has been getting calls from Kristen saying so we still on for switching, right? Susan, I just want to sit there and say I feel bad. Why does this sound always jump? This chick is annoying. There's just no other way to sit there and say it. And I'm pretty sure she was on the show before. And I'm just wondering, how did people actually deal with her? Like, I know this is supposed to be their attempt at like comedy and humor, but it's not working on me at all. She's annoying. So anyway, Susan is being annoying, talking about ice cream sundae, and Kristen's like, so they do ice cream sundaes at jail every Thursday, and Susan's like, really? I'm just like, okay. Alright, you know what? Sure, let's just go with it. So at some point she hangs up the phone on her, because she's very wishy-washy about the whole, switching places, because, apparently, again, they look so much alike, which I find very hard to believe. But, she goes over to Marlene's place, because because Ben and Claire, want to use her psychic powers to find Sierra. So they get over there. Well, Susan gets over there, and she gets Ben's cell phone, and then she accidentally calls like herself or whatever, and she's saying she's not getting anything, and Ben just needs to take it down like about 5 notches. Maybe if he just takes it down a little bit, she wouldn't be so jumpy and being like, oh, I can't help you or whatever. Like, she got afraid. And I'm like, Ben, can you calm the hell down? Even Marlena was like, yo, just relax a little bit. I'm pretty sure Claire said that to him the last time, but sure, whatever. So he says thank you, and, they leave. And then at some point, Brady, John, and Chloe comes over. So, at some point, John leaves to go do something. I don't remember what. But, Susan's seen the situation of, you know, how close she feels that Chloe is getting to, you know, Brady, like the way they're talking and, she's like feeding him or whatever. And I'm just like, Chloe, again, what the hell are you doing? So, mind you, Kristen has been sitting there trying to call, she's been trying to get in contact with Susan all day. And finally, Susan, she answers the phone and, she kind of lets her know that she can't really, talk or whatever, but she's like, I'll help you with the plan after seeing, Chloe being a little too damn close and a little too damn friendly with, Brady. So, she's in. I'm not gonna lie, to some extent, I almost feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like Ivan's presence in this episode was somewhat useless. He sees Vivian, he gives her a Valentine's Day card, and then he, is escorted by the police to go to jail for a very long time, hopefully. Vivian winds up talking to Kristen. They exchange some memories about the good old days, and, Kristen has beef with Vivian because of the whole, Lonnie's my best friend and you took her twins and pretty much everything else. Throughout this time, Kristen's all like, well, I may not be here for much longer, and, I may be leaving soon. Kristen, why the hell are you sitting there telling this chick that? What if she decides to tell? Or something, she's already like, well, I want to go with you. What are you doing? But yeah, they're going to switch, and then at that point, I don't know what Vivian's point of actually being there, to be honest, except for just to talk to Kristen about stuff that I didn't know. But for everyone else that knew, I guess it was kind of old news at this point. What else? So, in the beginning of the episode, Rhodey winds up talking to Orpheus. Now, at first, Orpheus is like, I want to work with you, we can be, good allies. And Rhodey's like, nah, I'm good. I don't know you. I don't know who I'm talking to. I should be talking to Vincent. I'm not talking to Vincent. I'm not talking to nobody. Orpheus is pretty much like, I think you should just stay and listen to me and hear me out. Long story short, Orpheus blackmail Rhodey. Because he's like, hey, listen, I know about your little side hustle with keeping Ciara Brady, hostage and everything like that. Like, I know about that whole whatever. Brady. Maybe I'm just kind of mixed up. Brady isn't Ciara's brother, is she? Or like, are they cousins? Are they siblings? I'm still kind of not really clear up on the whole, like, everything that's going on as far as like Brady's related to Victor, right? So who's Ciara's brother? Does Ciara have a brother? Anyway, but yeah, he blackmails Rhodey by saying, I know about your little, side hustle of keeping, Ciara hostage, and if you want me to spill the beans, you work with me. Rhodey, at this point, doesn't really see another option, so he's kind of just going to agree to do it because, again, there's really no option. The only other thing that they talked about was the fact that Hope was looking for Ciara, and Rhodey's like, I pretty much kind of sent her on a wild goose chase. I think my question is, and I'm just wondering, does anyone know, what happens when they do find Ciara? When they do find Ciara, she's back in Salem and everything like that, what's going to happen to Hope? Because we already know that the actress isn't coming back. So the question is, are they going to sit there and recast her? Because once Ciara comes back, there's really no point of Hope being gone. So that's a question that I'm really interested in finding out when this whole thing comes to a close. And I think the last thing, which is more about Ben and Ciara, they pretty much kind of hit a dead end with Susan. And they're talking about it as far as like trying to, retrace Ciara's steps and everything like that. And, they both they both realize that they need to go back to the, to the jail to talk to Vincent. Because at this point they're at a dead end. Susan can't help. The CSI team or whatever didn't really find anything. So they're kind of at a dead end at this point. I'm really curious about how this whole thing is going to, play out. Because I know at some point they're going to sit there and try to ask Susan again, but Susan is going to be Kristen, so, I'm not going to lie, I have no idea what's going to happen next. I'm kind of looking forward to it, to see how everything's going to unfold. It should be pretty interesting. The sad thing is that I was actually going to make a joke about Chloe needs to stay in her own lane. But in reality, you didn't have feelings for Philip. Why don't you try that again? I mean, I would even sit there and say so much as like, alright, you know what, listen, if Kristen wasn't so homicidal, then I would sit there and be like, you know what, alright, you know what, shoot your shot. Whatever. But seeing how Kristen is, knowing that you have a son, the hell are you doing? I get it for story purposes, as far as drama and getting her to do something, as far as like having her have stuff to do. Trying to get back with Brady, even though that Kristen's crazy. Trying to help out Philip, even though, he has a lot of stuff going on with the mob. You would sit there and think, rationally, this isn't decisions that a normal woman would make. Let alone a mother. But, since this is a soap opera and we gotta give these characters something to do, this just seems appropriate. So, good luck, Chloe. Try not to get shot, or stabbed, or, strangled, or whatever. Playing a dangerous game, Chloe. I just really don't... And the thing, I'm not gonna lie, part of it just kind of annoys me a little bit about Chloe. Is that she tries to play this doe-eyed, innocent, oh, I understand that, you're in love with Kristen, and I respect your space and everything, and, we're just good friends. Knowing damn well she is lying to herself, and it's just like, oh, well, if we just accidentally hook up, then, whatever. It's like, sweetheart, if you're 16, I would sit there and be like, fine, cool. You're a grown-ass woman. What are you doing? Anyway, with that being said, I think that's about it. If I missed anything, let me know in the comment section below. Have a good day, good night, be safe. I will catch you in the next review.